Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Go4Evolve Sunday Cup number 40. We have ourselves JSMS, aka Jamais Sans Mon Saucisson, versus Inspector Cabot. Going forward, we are looking at the Inspector Cabot monster, aka Fresh, going against the Jamais Sans Mon Saucisson Hunter team. It wouldn't be fair if he was getting scored for any other Hunter team because it's Jamais Sans Mon Saucisson score. So we're going forward. We have Cerber Soul, Jesus, LV, and Tentuki coming forward, dealing damage. And we saw it last game, and this is going to be the spoiler. This is game 2. Sorry, match 2. This is match 2, guys. So, match number 2. If you didn't see match 1, I'm about to spoil it for you. Don't get mad at me. Last warning. Alright, so basically what happened was Fresh was able to be quite the elusive little wraith. He forced his way around, able to do what he could do. He juked him on the waterfront not once but twice. In the same spot, he used it well to break line of sight and then get himself moved. The first time he stayed still and they ran around the map looking for him. And the second time, well, he stayed still, and then when they stayed still to stay, he juked them around, broke line of sight, and he was able to go on and get his distance because he didn't stay still anymore. Some fresh beverage, as we're looking at a fresh monster. Yes. Sponsor. Can't tell you what beverage it is. Sorry. They don't pay me money yet. Let's get that set up. Pay me money and I'll drink your beverage. But alas, we're looking at Fresh, who's getting some quick meats, going around the middle of the map on Armory. Always a good idea to pick up those human meats. Nom 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 nom. Going through, looking at the abilities, though, we're looking at 1 Warp, 1 Abduct, 1 Decoy. Kind of the standard build for Wraith. You don't often see Supernova because no Wraith is going to go man mode at stage 1. If you ever want to see how effective that build is, go 3-point Supernova stage 1 and then go into a Hunter team. You'll be dead. You will be one dead monster. But if you look at the perk choice, we are looking at movement speed being a priority for not only Fresh on Monster, but also the JSMS Hunter team, as they're trying to close down that distance by using that movement speed perk, which is affecting both sides. We have it on Tentuki, LV, and Fresh. Meanwhile, you look at Jesus, who needs to be saved by that damage reduction, and Cerber Soul, who has that reload, and it's going to be a rough time for them. I don't know, it's all going through. They're just trying to see what they can get. That movement speed is going to play a key factor in this map. If you look at it, it's a very long map with a good pass in the middle. We call that the bridge. On some people call it the bridge, some people call it the cross. Just depends on who you are. So they're crossing out, they're getting these pings out, trying to see where they can go to keep it locked down and lock and loaded. JSMS, however, is a little bit behind. They're getting pushed around, and they weren't able to see the sight line at the bottom there. Right now, the closest to them is actually LV, who's going to be able to lock down that distance. Going down, he's currently at 80 meters, is currently sound spike, so they know where he is. They're going to be cutting up directly. Tentuki's going to be looking to get there as fast as possible, as he's currently the farthest one away at 190 meters. Closing in, though, going up to 170, 160, starting to catch up. We're looking at LV, though, who is actually grabbed right now by a plant, and man, that's a rough time, getting swallowed. Oh no, oh no, everyone's getting involved. Is that, oh, LV just barely getting saved. The Reaver joined in. LV, you were almost in the belly of the plant right there. The seeds are not your friend, except for me. LV, I'll be your friend, but I'm the only seed that's friendly in this game. We're looking right now, we're looking at Fresh. Fresh getting some meats, building up that evolve meter. We'll be ready to evolve in just a moment. It is currently 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. And the pings are exceptional across the board. We have an 11... Okay. Fresh is hosting this match right now. Tentuki has a better connection than Fresh to his own match. That's how good of a connection we have right now. So all these hunters are all close together, which is ideal situation right now. This is basically land, essentially. So none of the quintessential complaints about paying. We have both teams extremely close together. And they will be doing everything they can to get through the hunt and do what they can. Fresh is just trying to do a run to evolve at this point. He wants to get stage 2 before he engages, and he's doing an exceptional job of skirting the edge of the map in order to maximize his distance gain. He's pulling them in and making sure that they're going on the exterior of the map to flood them out. because they don't have the ability to lock down his location. But if you look at it right now, LV is in a great position right now to get this dome and secure it. She's currently at 80 meters. She's boosting forward at 55. Needs to get there. There you go. She's within dome distance. Dome gets thrown, which means Fresh is captured. Monster can't do anything except for fight at this point. Got a 3-point Warp Blast, 2-point Decoy, 1-point Abduct, no Supernova. Not ready to go man mode. Fresh, it doesn't have it in him to go man mode yet. Abduct being thrown. Does grab Tentuki. Tentuki's going right now. Here we go. Getting slapped, getting punched. Everything's being used. Personal Shield is now used, trying to keep Tentuki alive. He's at about half HP. Needs to keep it going. Personal Shield is the only thing keeping him going, as he would have been down there. But alas, that Personal Shield is getting its value, keeping him alive. Abduction and, Warp Blast being thrown. Does connect to Tentuki. Tentuki doesn't have his personal at this point. Getting slapped. He's getting low. One more slap. And the slap misses, and the Jesus comes in with the save, keeping Tentuki alive just barely, as he did get slapped at the end, meaning he's going to live a little bit longer, so he's going to get a couple more shots and giving Subaru time to get him back up quickly. Going to be throwing out those heal grenades, and up comes Tentuki. That was a quick strike, though, for Fresh, and he's able to bring that up and get that quick one built up. Got some armor in the meantime, got an extra bar, so he's going for a second round on Tentuki. Tentuki already burns the personal shield, doesn't want any more of it. Super Soldier's used, which means Fresh is on the run. We should see a harpoon coming out from LV, but he does break line of sight, which means none of that's going to be put on Fresh, and they're going to be throwing out the decoy, which is going to go back towards something. Just kind of looking around in the river. All right. Random decoy is random. So Tentuki's doing what they can to cross through the middle of the map, looking to get with him, but the Sound Spike's going to reveal his exact location right to LV, Jesus, Subaru, and Tentuki, who are going to be hot on the pursuit. We have ourselves a chase scenario as they're just trying to lock this down. Harpoon being used to kill that plant. LV wants none of it. She's already been in one plant, already got all wet and hot and bothered, and doesn't want it anymore. So she's saying no to those plants and just throwing the harpoon right in the stomach and saying no. And it's just going through, trying to get through, just taking out all the wildlife they can. They don't want Mega Mouse to come in and play a huge factor on the fight. Looking to see what they can do. Fresh is right now abducting, trying to see what he can grab. Doesn't get Tentuki, so he goes right back in, does go back to the eating. So he's going to be going into the back corner. Plant right there, so you got to be careful with that, Tentuki. You got to make sure you kill that. Don't want anyone going in there. And so he's just filling up the evolve meter. Here's another 3 meats going in right there. Tentuki's right now in the forward point. Healing up's coming out from Jesus, from Subaru onto LV, who is sitting there killing wildlife, doing what she can. Fresh coming in with the abduct, doesn't quite hit Tentuki, who dodges it by going down the ledge. Decoy is now thrown, going straight into LV. Wants to go past, and is LV able to get the lockdown? We're at 40 meters. 40 meters, throw it right now, LV. Throw it right now, and now Fresh is outside dome distance, so they're going to be looking to go in. Pings are coming out. They know Fresh went this direction, so they're going to be calling it out, making sure that they're on point. They want to get this one more dome. We're looking at 60 meters right now, holding steady. LV's looking. LV's trying to spot, trying to see what's happening. Wants to make sure that they're checking each of their bushes, as Fresh is doing such a great job being as slippery as all hell. This is one little snake just kind of slithering around the side of the map, getting himself across. We're watching Metal Gear Solid at this point, as we're watching Fresh slip around in a giant cardboard box, and he's getting right through these teams. He's shown it before, and I don't understand how he does it. If I tried this, I'd be dead. I'd be caught, dead, slain, put in a cage, and taken back home. So I have no idea how he's able to do it, but Fresh is able to pull off some nice new tactics that we haven't seen in a while with these stealth games. And the war games are going to be unable to do anything about it, as, you know, Fresh is just showing the power that he is. He's a force to be reckoned with, and by that, I mean he's able to be stealthy and play Wraith the way that she's meant to be played. Looking at a 3-point Warp Blast, 1-point Abduct, 2-point Decoy, and a 3-point Supernova. Now we're at the man fighting point. We're looking at him getting ready. Supernova's ready. He's ready to fight. And Tentuki's going in, dealing damage. We have ourselves Fresh, who's doing what he can. He's getting meat, getting built up. He is stage 3, which means that this Hunter team's going to have to back up and do what they can to survive. They're going to be looking to set up defensively in an optimum position, or are they going to choose to keep their offensive line point? So we're looking at this right now. Fresh is actually going in right now. He got to the abduct, going in on Jesus, and he's going to be grabbing him, pulling up to the high ground, which means we're not going to be able to use that vision point to the effect. And it's putting him right next to the Tyrant, which means he's going to be taking that to the face. Tyrant comes out to play. Tyrant's going to be swinging away, biting, chomping, and doing what he can to help the Hunter team going right on the Wraith, getting a quick taste of some meat as Tentuki shoots the Tyrant for trying to help it. He was trying to be your friend. Why would you shoot your friend? He's like a little pet. Why would you kill your Pokemon? As Cerber right now gets Warp Blasted to the face, knocked down. Stealth Path goes in on Tentuki, put him right in the water. Right next to it, Orbital comes in, connects on a blast, meaning he's down. And right now we have Tentuki getting juggled by it. Here goes the abduction, comes in, hits Jesus. Someone save Jesus. We're going in right now. He gets Stealth Path and put him to the ground. We're going in right now, and they're out on the edge of the dome. LV is trying to get the res, but unable to do so as Kyra's on the outside. As right now we see a Warp Blast coming in, trying to get Tentuki. He's keeping him off the body. And we see LV's going in for the res. Not able to get that one as well. Not able to get either of them because he's just getting juggled by Fresh. And now it's just down to Tentuki. Tentuki gets immediately Warp Blasted in the face, and down he goes. And he just gets rocked to the face as Fresh shows the power of a Stage 3 Wraith coming through with the Warp Blast. Even getting help from the Tyrant, it doesn't matter, as Fresh is just showing his strength and ability to play the monster, being able to be evasive, being a slithery little guy, going right through all the bushes and trying to survive. So we'll have to see what happens, but in the meantime, guys, this is the quick fading fade out for the sake of editing. We are going forward with the next match, which will be happening at some point in the near future. We'll let you know in the VODs. It'll be in the next video in the playlist. For those of you watching live, we'll be back in a second with more Evolve coming your way. And yeah, so stay tuned, guys. Stay frosty.